my son is doing e-learning with his school. I need some help to increase his concentration as he gets very distracted with his toys.
So home learning, it's again not easy, and I always tell parents, you are not a teacher, number one, and even if you are a teacher, all teachers know how hard it is to teach your own child, right? It's almost impossible because you have a different emotional relationship. Now with homeschooling, it really depends. Some schools, they're doing like live sessions, some schools are sending them videos they have to go through. You will probably have to, again, I'm not clear how old the child is, but you will probably have to have a conversation that, you know, oh, it's school time and let's finish this. And then what do you want to play later? And then make it exciting for them when they finish with the school, with the class, they can play later. I suppose from these questions that it's not a live video, that probably the child has, you know, the instructions and then they have to do something. And like all of us, you know, we sometimes want to do something more interesting, so we don't want to blame the children for that. However, we can tell them, or maybe we can connect them with the friends and say, oh, let's see who finished or maybe they can have a Zoom call with the best friend and say, oh, let's compare, did you do your homework? And they make it more exciting. I think it's all about making the school and the work more exciting for them.
Yeah, I like that. My son is actually, he's in year 1 and I'm having this issue as well. And I'm a teacher myself, but trying to get him to work is an absolute nightmare, you know. Like I will leave the room, all of his sessions, they're live all day. And then I'm coming into the room if I've been busy doing something else, and he's rolling around on the floor with his camera right there, you know. So then I always find at the end of the day that he's got a load of work to catch up on. So I've actually like got a little desk for him and I've removed it from his room so he doesn't have too many distractions, and that seems to work a little bit as well.
That works, but again, you know, we cannot remove everything, distractions, and if they're, you know, 6-7 years old, we don't want to just sit next to them for a few hours and make sure they're following. It's more about inspiring. It's always not motivation, because motivation is external. It's about inspiring them. Let's finish, and then maybe you can have a call with your best friend and compare what you did. Or, you know, when you finish your work, you're going to play later. What do you want to do later? What do we want to do in the afternoon? Because if you don't finish, then the afternoon still is going to be for homework. So let's finish it. It's the same with us creating a work habits for children. It's the same with us when we say, you know, oh, let me finish my work and then I can rest and enjoy my afternoon. So it's the same message we want to send to them.
That's great. I think I will definitely try that with him. We'll see how well it goes. Okay, so where are we up to? Okay, so what things should I be including in my child's daily routine? So I'm guessing it's changed a lot now that we're all home.
Yes. It first of all depends what do you have in the daily routine, but I will mention some things that I think are important. And number one is still trying to have a routine. Either I found people and I found myself struggling a little bit with the routine. However, for children, it's very important they do have a routine. So if they're homeschooling, I would definitely say set an hours when they have to do the homework, and then you tell them, okay, give them the responsibility to make the plan for themselves if they're big enough, right? If they're above 3 years old. And you tell them, what do you want to do in the afternoon? Which games you want to play? What do you want to watch? You know, what do you want us to do together? Do you want to cook dinner together? What do you want to have for dinner? And then maybe you can join me and we can cook together. And you give them the choice, and they're going to love the choice because then they're going to be responsible. But you tell them, if you don't finish your homework and your schoolwork, then the whole afternoon will be for that. So what I want you to do, better use this time, finish with your teachers, finish your classes, and then you do whatever you want to do in the afternoon. So when it comes to the routine, I would definitely set, if they are in a school, if they're homeschooling, definitely set the timings for that. I think it's very, very important that they still have the routine when they're eating and the healthy habits they're eating, because I think all of us being at home, you know, we now want to snack and we want to watch TV and just chill. So we're in a little bit different mood. But I think really it's important to keep healthy eating for children and not having huge amounts of sugar. Of course, it's going to keep them awake. And the third thing also that they need some exercise, especially in Dubai. We had 2 weeks of not going out, and it's hard for us, even harder for children. So you have to make sure that make an exercise together, really make it a fun time. Sometimes we are lazy, we don't feel like exercising, but then just try to inspire yourself and say, hey, let's make this a fun time. You know, I'm going to remember it, my child's going to remember it. I'm building a healthy habits for them to exercise. So definitely keeping them active, I would say it's also so important to have every day something for them to spend the energy on.
Great.